Good morning. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Okay. Ooh, is it cold enough for y'all? I'm like, dawg, we cold in Antarctica and Memphis? What? I told y'all, it was an angel talking to me, and he said that, and it was like overtime, like that's the vibe I was getting. So that's why I say like overtime, because I was just getting this vibe about, like it's gonna be like this Arctic, and it's not gonna be something that happens suddenly, because when something happens fast, you're going to this state of shock. But over time, you're gonna see the day is gonna get colder, and it's gonna be colder longer. But we do got some good weather coming this week, so that's a good thing. So we just gotta get through like 2-3 days, then we be good, don't it, in Memphis? But yeah, I'm just speaking, saying hey to y'all. I don't know what to say, y'all. What been going on with everybody? Y'all getting ready? I know, for what's to come, for everything that's coming. Woo woo. That's all I can say. I try sending out the one thing I can send out, dealing with what's going on. So I do try to, just, keep people in the loop. Keep people in the loop. Yeah, certain stuff, and even the stuff I was saying that I was saying, this other person, I'm gonna post his video, but he talking about the asteroid and stuff coming through here, and he also talking about some other stuff going on that's supposed to be happening. I do post his revelations too, so I'm gonna post his video about the stuff that God say is coming, because God want to prepare his people, y'all. God giving us the advantage. We 10 steps ahead. We see what's going on. Okay, this so the attack won't be as detrimental. So he gonna keep he gonna keep his people in the loop, let them know what's going on, because he gonna give us, we got home court advantage out here. Okay, y'all, I'm being silly. Okay, so heed to the warnings. I'm trying to like drag this along. Have y'all figured that out yet? I'm dragging this video along. Heed to the warnings. Okay. Yeah. New Orleans, something bad gonna happen down there. Real bad. I'm just praying that the people down there relocate. I'm just praying that they relocate. Some people, they just gonna stick it out and just and they'll be like, yeah, okay to you people. But the people who God put on God's heart, who God put on their heart to relocate from just down there all together, around all their water and stuff all together, I just pray that they heed to his warning and they relocate and just go and move wherever God lead them to move. But if someone's sitting here talking to me, telling me what's going on, I'm desensitized. Do not look at the way I respond. I am emotionless out here. God took my emotions. I am numb to everything going on. Do not look at me, because everything, it be serious. I can't make it, like, I can't sit here screaming and hollering. Yeah, I can't do all this. Just know it. If I'm coming there, and I'm going public with this, and God gonna back everything I'm speaking. Everything I'm speaking gonna be bad. He backing up everything that I'm coming public with. And I'm saying what I'm saying. Just know this. Do not look at my reaction, just play down what I'm talking about. It's like on that type level. And I do pray, because what happened, what I'm seeing got to happen. Because if the angel is speaking to me and telling me this, that means it's already in motion. In my mind, I don't even feel like there's nothing I could do as far prayer wise to change. All I could do is pray for the people, that some of the people who God put on their heart, hey, you probably need to get away from down here. You probably need to get away from this water area. You probably need to move or relocate. That them people move, and God give them time to do what they need to do to relocate. That's my prayer. Well, God, the people that you can save, that's down there, the people you put on their heart to move, that they heed to your voice and they move. Because that's it. Like, it's going to be real, like what I'm seeing, what I seen, and what talking to me. Okay, y'all. That's all I can say. Because it's normal for me. It's normal for me to be sitting here, like, even when I had that Ice Age vision, and Angel was showing me all this ice, I was like, y'all, it was just like, the only thing I got was Ice Age vibes. Like, it just reminded me going all the way back to the Ice Age. That's what I was looking at. It was so much snow, so much ice, and it was something explaining everything going on. Like, it wasn't like, boom, I see this and pop out. It was like someone just like walking me through, and I'm just looking. I'm like, oh, wow, this ice, wow, this. And it was talking to me doing all this. But, yeah, so, but with what I'm saying and saying that I was saying was catastrophic. But what I was seeing and what I was saying that I think that was catastrophic. I'm just hoping that the people that God get up out of there, they get on down and get on away from around there. That's my prayer. Get on away from around there. If God put on your heart that, hey, maybe you need to like move. Maybe, you know, if they come across your mind about maybe relocating, that's something that you just do. And just know God, he getting you out. He trying to get you up out of there. That's all I can say dealing with it. So I'm post this this guy. I'm gonna post his video because he's speaking on a lot of stuff. And yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what to say at this point dealing with it, but that's my prayer though. That is my prayer though. That the ones that God wants, because he's going to destroy this city. Like, that's just how I feel. I feel like that city there, like, that's just, like, yeah. So, even with that being said, though, I'm just hoping the people, because at the end of the day, God wants everybody's soul. But that city, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. I ain't trying to dig too deep in it. Because I remember what's coming to me is when I was reading the Bible, and God sent the 2 angels. He sent 2 angels down. I think it was to Abraham, or he sent 2 angels to visit. And when the angels visit, they didn't want the daughter. They was like, we want the men you got. It was men, but they wanted the men. They was like, nah, we want the men. And the angels, dang, y'all, I need to go back and read this out to y'all, don't I? But it was about the 2 angels. And they were so evil and wicked. Their hearts, they were just so wicked and evil. It got to the point where God just ended up destroying this city. And God said, y'all get out this city. Because especially at I guess you could call it disrespect toward the angels that came. And all the men, they was trying to tear down this man. They were trying to tear down a door to get to these male angels. And he was like, no, these visitors, like, y'all can't touch them. Y'all, I even give y'all my daughter, but these visitors that was sent, y'all, I do them a disgrace. Like, they under me now. I gotta watch. That's how it was. Dang, y'all. Yeah, cause I took my Bible out the car, and so I took my Bible out the car, and so that's what it reminded me of, that city. And it might have been Sodom and Gomorrah where God just like, I gotta just destroy this. Like, I got to destroy this. He gonna do what he gotta do. At the end of the day, God is out here trying to get his souls, trying to get the people back to him, and he gonna do whatever he gotta do. God do not care about, you see what he did with Noah. He don't care about all that. People might be like, oh, but this, if God come and he coming with his wrath, God do not care about nothing being in the pathway of his wrath. Like, he do not care. So, cause what he got, he gonna just recreate, I don't want to say it like that, but God, at one point he was like, I hate I made man. Like he said, I just regret I made man. Like he said that at one point. In his dying, I need to pull up these scriptures because I'm going all over the place and you might be lost right now. Basically, it was a certain part where man was sinning, and I don't know if it was before or after the flood, but he had a regret, and I think that was after the flood. He had this regret, and he was talking to Noah. He just had this regret for humanity. Like, I just kind of hate I created them because of all the sin, all the wickedness, all the evil that end up just coming through them. But then you got to realize what was going on, because these angels Yeah, and I'm jumping around with this. These angels, y'all, that God sent to watch over humanity, they came and they decided that they wanted to have families with the women. And they saw the women very, very beautiful. The angels looked at the women. They probably been just standing over watching, make sure everything go in order. They decided, nah, we want to have a family. So they started having relations with the women, started getting the women pregnant. These women end up creating these species. That's why I be speaking of this hybrid. And they do speak about this hybrid in Enoch. And some people even take it as far as the angels were not only sleeping with women, but they actually probably ended up even sleeping and creating hybrids even with animals. And they said sometimes when you see a picture, and some of these are like ancient pictures, and they got like a bird head in a human body, or a lion head in a human body, or something like that. They said some people even speculate and even said that these same angels was even mating and creating these like these hybrids, and God had to come and his wrath wasn't just toward humans, it was toward these hybrid, because they got to the point where they was eating humans. Like they actually was eating humans at a certain point, and God like, nah, I think them eating humans, and humans couldn't contain them. That's when God had to step in at that point, because we is God's beloved creation. And then you got this other species that went against God through rebellion. This species, this hybrid was born, and then they killing humans because they can't contain their appetite. Then God had to step in and he created this flood. So a lot of people think the flood was just God destroying humanity. It was way more in the midst than humanity. Don't box God in with his creation. He created all day, every day. You can never cut off that switch with God. Even now, he never not create. He's gonna always be created. Always be created. Just keep that in mind. He never, like, it's a switch that can never be turned off. It's eternity. Eternally, he's going to be creating. So he's even creating even now. So if you keep that in mind, think about God and the extent of God himself and him always creating. It's way more going on than us. And then you got these angels who found the loophole and decided, ooh, we can mate with the humans and create our own seed. And that's what they started doing. And so, if you read the book of Enoch, it breaks down what all happened and how God actually ended up as part of their punishment, allowing their seed to be like killed. Like that was part of their punishment, to even watch them to have to die. Behind all that, even the kids, other hybrids. So it's a lot that was going on with that, y'all. I'm just rambling all over the place. I'm just smile talking right now. Yeah, I'm just smile talking right now. And that's all I'm saying here and there. I'm gonna get my Bible to break this down though. So I'm gonna speak on, in my next video, I'm gonna speak on the two strangers that went to visit. It could have been Lot. It was two strangers that came. Because Abraham and Lot is Abraham's nephew. And they was together sometimes. Sometimes they were separated. But it was two strangers that came, which were angels. And the men in the city wanted to sleep with these. They just wanted these men. Like, they didn't even want women. Like, they were so perverted that they didn't even, they was like, nah, we want the men that just came to town. We want them. We don't want no, that's what we want. And when they tried to destroy it, the angels got mad at them, blinded them, and then he came back south and destroyed their city. That's what I get when I think of New Orleans. That's what I think, the level of just what's going on, the evil, is just to that level where the city just gotta be destroyed. At a certain point, the city is just gonna have to be destroyed. That's what I'm getting. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. So, that's what I'm getting when I'm dealing with New Orleans. The wickedness is just too wicked right now, so he's finna send. He already sent them. The angel already talking to me about what's gonna happen down there with the flood and stuff like that. Like, it's already in motion. Everything already in motion, y'all. So it's already been decided. Like, the angel already been sent out on this, dealing with this right here. I just pray and hope that the people who down there, God put on their heart to go, they go. No question asked. God be like, move, relocate. Get away from down there. That's the only thing I can say dealing with it. Just get away from down there. Yeah, get away from down there. And if you look from Hurricane Katrina, half of the people who left from down there didn't ever go back. So that's a good thing. So now you got people who went back and they trying to reestablish their area. And I just pray that these people leave from down there. So that Hurricane Katrina saved a lot of people from what's finna really go on down there. And he just finna tear that down there. Like all that just finna be boop. That's what I'm getting out of y'all. But I ain't trying to instill no fear, but that's just my first vibe, my first mind, my vibe that I'm getting. Like, he just finna destroy that city. That city like a Sodom and Gomorrah. He just finna boop this. It's nothing he could do. Like, he doing everything he could do. The wickedness is just on a level that just way to the point where it didn't reach heaven. And now he got to step in and intervene. And he already, the angel already spoke to me about this. So yeah, it's nothing I could do. Because God gonna do what he gotta do. He gonna play judgment on cities. He gonna play judgment on nations. He gonna play judgment on countries. He gonna play judgment on people. He play judgment on everything on each individual type, level, and category. So that place at the city, I don't know what's going on. I don't be dealing with it down there. I don't even know nothing about it. I just know that spiritually, God had to give me a pass to go down there. Whatever principalities down there, God had to give me clearance because it's a spiritually. I always say that. I don't know, y'all. Dang. I ain't trying to break. Yeah. So, I'm like, spiritually, God give me a pass. I got to have clearance to go down there. So, if you don't give me no pass, then I ain't going down there. Okay. Yeah. And that's just what I'm getting. Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, that's what I'm getting, that story. About two angels went visited. It was so corrupt and evil and wicked that God just like, I got to take this whole city out. Like, this, it's nothing that can save this city and bring them. Like, when he get to that point where he realized that, people say it's hope. But when you get to a point where you got a reprobate mind, God know it's no hope for this person. God know when it's hope for a person in a situation. And God know when it ain't no hope. I don't care how much you think, ooh, let me pray, let me pray, let me pray. Their heart can be so hardened, certain people, that God just like, I'm just going to give them away to their ways. And their ways going to destroy them. Yeah. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. But that's all I'm saying. I really been praying that God get whoever he going to get up out that city, he get them out that city. He already did once. Hurricane Katrina. They still trying to reestablish that, bring them people back down there. I pray they don't go back down there. I pray that the people that left just know you in a better place, not relocating and trying to establish yourself back down there. He already did a migration. He done moved over half of the people out of the city. So that's a good thing. And now it's people still down there, and I'm praying for them to come up out there, just get on away from New Orleans. That's my prayer, get away from there. And for the people, if they don't heed to the warnings, if he talking to you, telling you to go, you decide you want to stay, you want to go against the grain, go against what he talking about, okay. Like, you got your free will to pick and choose whatever you want to do. And when destruction comes, it's nothing could be said. Because God, he's a God of justice, and he fair. So before he do anything, he's going to send a warning. He wouldn't be fair if he didn't give you a warning before destruction. It's always a warning before destruction. God got to do everything in order. God is God. He can't make no error, no mistake. He perfect. So everything he do is going to be perfect. Even when he send destruction, he's not going to send destruction without the warning. He going to send warnings here and there about do this, do that, and then at a certain point, that's it. Sodom and Gomorrah, that was it. It wasn't nothing that we done say that city. He said, I'm destroying this city. And them people came out, them angels, God said, this city, I'm destroying it. The angel said, get out this city tonight. That he told, it could have been Lot or Abraham. He said, get out this city tonight. God destroying, we destroying this city. Get out tonight. And that's how it was. And that's just how I feel about New Orleans. I feel like it's the same energy. So, that's all I got to say, y'all. I do pray that, God give people time to get out this city. The ones he telling to go, that they go. From probably just not this city, it's other places too that God showed me. A lot of other places that he showed me that it's not gonna be existing, but I'm not gonna even speak on them places because I don't want to invoke fear. He just told me about the flood in New Orleans, and it was just some flooding and stuff gonna go on down there. Something catastrophic gonna happen, gonna cause a lot of flooding down there, and it's gonna be really, really bad. Like, it's gonna be real bad. So And he showed me other places that's gonna be non-existent. Like he just gonna destroy these cities. I'm not gonna speak on those cities that he talking about. But I will post the dude, you know, who I do listen to. He's speaking on little stuff here and there. I post what he talking about with the revelation. And he showed me them when I was like 15. He showed me some of these cities that you see is not gonna even be here. They just not gonna be here at all. He gonna be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Like he gonna be striking cities down. He gonna be so fed up with it that's what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day, but I'm still praying over the people that down there, that they get away from down there. That's my prayer. If God's speaking to you, God told you to go, get away from down there. That's my prayer. Just get away from down there altogether. Do not try to figure it out. Just go. Just try to go and prepare and just relocate and just start your new life, new beginnings, new spring. Start just everything, just start, just trust him in this process. That's all I got to say dealing with that, y'all. Yeah, I just been dragging this video along. I got some scripture that go with this. I'm speaking on 3 different things. It's 3 different stories that I need to speak on, dealing with what I'm talking about right now. Because God had me jump around 3 different places. And I seen the number 777 today. I told my daughter, I was around with her, I said, that's a sign right there. It was on somebody's license plate, 777. So I was like, that's a sign. So I'm posting on the back end too, y'all. Show y'all my little sign I seen for today. And then let me look up 777, not angel number. Angel number, the money. It got to be prophetic. It got to come from God. But angel number, they're demonic. So I can't look in Google, and if it say angel number 777, like, no. All that demonic. God do talk in his own language. Through numbers. But Satan, he mimicked everything of God, including the symbolism dealing with numbers. He took it and perverted it. So now you got to kind of weed it out, and you have to figure out what God is saying instead of the spirits of the enemy and what he's saying dealing with the sign numbers. Because he copy everything of God. He want to be God so bad. He going to mimic everything of God. His kingdom is established. You know, he was over the kingdom of God in heaven. He was one of the archangels. So he just created his own kingdom. And he just mimicked everything of God in his own kingdom, including these angel numbers that people be saying. I ain't no such thing as angel numbers, they're demonic. So I'm going to look this up, and I go to people who got prophetic gifting dealing with numbers. They got to have a prophetic gifting dealing with numbers. And it's 2 people who I came across. They got it's really like 4. They got a prophetic gifting dealing with numbers. And I'm going to look and see what this 77 mean, and I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Yeah, y'all, real quick. Yesterday, I don't know why it's like everything I touch, it be like an electrical shock. It be an electrical shock, y'all. Yesterday, I was rubbing my dog. And when I rubbed my dog, I got shocked rubbing my dog. I rubbed my dog and he was like, chee! And I like jumped back. Even the dog responded to the shock. I'm like, dang, I can't rub my Fluffy. I couldn't rub, but then I tried to do it again. I got shocked again. Yeah. And I don't know what it is, but like even like if I touch like a switch, you could switch on and off. If I touch the switch for too long, I would get shocked. So most of the time you see me go through the house, I tap the switches and stuff that deal with like the lights and stuff. I can't hold the switch. If I hold the switch, I get shocked. Just holding the switch too long. So most of the time I go through the house and I like cut the switch off, but I have to tap the switch real fast. And I'm like, why I always get shocked? Let me ask my kids, do they get shocked touching the switches and stuff? Yeah, that's why like when I plug stuff up, I plug it up real fast. I don't know what it is. It just be like, it just shock, like this charge. I don't know if it's like this electrical charge on me or something, but anything I touch, it just like, I get shocked like all the time. But yesterday with my dog, y'all, my poor Fluff, I was trying to rub, but every time I rub, she'll get shocked. I get shocked too. And yeah, the light switches, the switch you cut on and off. I can't hold the switch and just be like, okay, on, okay. I have to flip it real fast. If I don't flip it fast, I shock myself. I get shocked if I touch the switch for too long. And one of my daughters, yeah, my youngest daughter, y'all, I think I had walked by and I had touched her shoulder and it went pow. Like it said pow. It was so loud. It said pow. She got shocked. I got shocked. And when she got shocked, she started crying. Like, she just went to tears, like, yeah. I was like, that ain't how I touch her. She just got shocked like that. I got shocked too, but the shock, when she got shocked, it made her cry. Like, when I touched her shoulder, she just like, we both heard it, because I was just like, oh, hey. And I tell my daughter, and I know she was like, pow, like, and she started crying. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't trying to touch you and shock you. Yeah. But yesterday I couldn't even rub my dog, because when I rubbed my dog, I was getting shocked, and she was getting shocked too. As I rubbed her, she responded to the shock. I'm like, what is this? And Fluffy's so soft. I just wanted to rub her. Like, I don't know if the shock made me want to rub more, but I'm like, dog, I can't rub my Fluffy. But I couldn't rub Fluffy last night, because when I tried to rub my Fluffy twice, I was like, okay. And then I rubbed her, and then she got shocked, I got shocked, and I'm like, okay, dog, why can't, I'm thinking this to myself, why can't I rub my Fluffy? And then I tried to rub her again, I got shocked again. At that point, I'm like, I don't want to deal with the feeling of being shocked. So I just didn't rub her none yesterday, but as I was rubbing her yesterday, other times I rub her, I don't feel nothing, but yesterday when I rubbed her, I was just feeling the shock. I shocked her twice doing it, and then I was like, I'm not finna rub her, because I don't even want to deal with the shock. I don't even want to feel it. So, yeah, that's just something small that I've been experiencing. I'm like, where's this shocking coming from? And I was just kind of shocked and surprised. And then when I would think about my dog being shocked, I'm like, why every time I try to touch like the sockets, like when I try to cut the lights and stuff on, I always get shocked like all the time. All the time I feel like myself get shocked, like electrocuted kind of. I be like, So when I go in the house, like even in my room, if I need to come, like I cut on all my lights real fast. Like it be on and off. Like I do not keep my hand like nowhere near holding on to the switch to flip it off and on. But I know that anytime I go around the house, I have to flip the switches. If I got to plug something up, I plug it up really fast. Like I do not take my time be messing with because I'm gonna get shocked. And then my daughter, I remember I had shot her to the point where she started crying. Like, and it was so powerful. I'm like, dang, I ain't do nothing to try to touch and say, hey. I could have probably been trying to get her a hug, and she got shocked behind it. And I was like, oh, girl, I ain't trying to hurt you. That's how I was. I'm tickling myself. I'm thinking about Edward Scissorhands, how he couldn't touch nobody. That would kind of cry my mind, y'all. Yeah. So, I'm gonna let y'all go. But, yeah, I was just like, just kind of confused. Like, dog, I can't rub my dog. I know when around the house now, when I do little switches and stuff like that, like I come to switch on and off and stuff like that, and now I just kind of like just do that real fast. Like anything dealing with electrical and stuff like that, like I touch it, but it be fast. Like all through the house, I had to touch it fast. I be sitting there like, dog, how I get shocked by the light switch? Like I ain't do nothing but like if I hold it too long, I feel a shock come through me. And that's why I do flip it real fast. Like all through the house, I do the light switches. Sometimes even if I plug something up, I be like, do my kids? I'm ask them. I'm like, do y'all be getting shocked when y'all be like touching the light switches and stuff in the house? I'm ask them. Cause I'm like, huh? I really was shocked behind Fluffy. Cause I rub Fluffy all the time. Yesterday I could not rub Fluffy. Yesterday every time I rub Fluffy, she responds. She would respond to the shock, and I'm responding too. We both were getting shocked. I was like, I can't even touch Fluffy. So yeah. And then it just made me, the memory of me shocking my daughter kind of me after I shocked Fluffy. It kind of me about my daughter. And I was like, dang, I made my daughter, when I was trying to just give her a little hug, she started crying like the shock, like you could hear it. It was just like, pow. And then next thing I know, she was just like, ah. And I was like, what's going on? What is really going on? Yeah. She cried behind them. And me, I'm like confused. But it affected me. But not to the point where I'm crying because I'm just numb. And I got high tolerance for pain. So even when with us getting shocked and I felt it just like she felt it, I didn't have the reaction she had to it. But I was just like, I ain't never like I just be questioning myself, like, dang, how I touch her and get shocked like that? Like, how she get shocked to the point where she crying just by me I barely touch her. And I done shocked her before just by barely touching her, my little precious little baby. And I'm like, I don't even see how. Okay, y'all, I'm let y'all go.